The entire world was watching the funeral in Jerusalem this week of the joint American-Palestinian citizen Shireen Abu Akleh, an acclaimed Arab broadcaster of the first rank, a household name, a household face throughout the hundreds of millions of Arab homes. From Marrakesh to Bahrain, people watched and listened to Shireen describe the long crucifixion of the Palestinian people. How many decades have gone by since the Nakba? The Nakba, the catastrophe which saw Palestine wiped off the map. Hundreds of thousands of its people driven from their homes, never to return. And the long agony, the suffering of the people who remained, their children, and now also their children. Generation after generation of the people of occupied Palestine have suffered repression on a scale that many people have never seen in their lifetimes before. There have been bigger tragedies, there have been bigger disasters, but none as existential as this. It was Palestine that was wiped off the map. It was the Palestinians who were driven into the sea. And adding insult to injury, those Palestinians are called the terrorists, the victims are called the terrorists, and the terrorists are called the victims. At least so far as official Western propagandists and politicians are concerned. Keir Starmer was very clear when he said upon his election as Labour leader that he supported Israel without qualification. He was not alone in that. The United States supports Israel without qualification. But how much longer can that last? Because here we saw a Christian American citizen, a journalist, a broadcaster, cruelly murdered, then slandered on her slaying, slandered after they slayed her, blaming Palestinians for her murder, when the entire world's media absolutely knows that she was shot in the face by the Israel occupation force.